This video app review is brought to you by the iPhone appreview.com.
What's up, everybody? This is Luke Patrick with the iPhone appreview.com. Today we're slinging out yet another video review, this time taking a look at an application called Wealthy Hog that I have right here in front of me, ready to go, whose slogan is, of course, get out of debt. Anyway, this application is available for $1 in the App Store, and it is definitely of the arcade variety, which is a genre that we specifically enjoy. We've mentioned that quite a few times on the site. And there's not much else to say about it other than the core concept, which we'll get to in just a second. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into it. If you do need help figuring out how to play the game, you can click the handy help file to check that out. Or if you want to view your stats, you can hit that as well. However, we're going to go ahead and go straight into play. The basic idea is that you have a hog over here. You've got a mount at the top, and you've got all of these coins. These are US denominations. So if you're not of the US variety, this may be confusing, but you'll figure it out pretty quick. It is kind of an odd monetary system. I don't know why it's not tens. Anyway, that's my personal complaints aside. It had nothing to do with anything. Alright, so the basic concept is that, I don't know if you were paying attention, but I need to get that number. I need to get $1.96. So the way to do that is that I take these coins and try to strategically flick them to the peg at the far end that is constantly moving. This is how it's done. You're going to want to leverage these things effectively, and if you hit certain power-ups along the way, it will actually stop the pig. That time it didn't. I'm not really sure why, but the pause, for instance, will stop the pig. And the more you do this, the more your pot goes up. My pot is right there. Obviously, the idea here is that you want to go through and then remove your total debt. So I'm 10 grand in debt at the start of the game. And the idea is to go through and hit these exactly right, hitting the various multipliers, etc. along the way, so that eventually you're out of debt. It involves a lot of arcade gameplay. If you hit the hole in the middle of the level, then of course you are going to lose that amount. And it is not good for your pot either. That is the central game mechanic. It's made more cool, I guess, by the introduction of various power-ups. For instance, there's a flaming little spot, I guess? That appears along the border. There's a pot ×2 right there that I can hit as well. The flaming one actually turns your coins makes them flame, which in turn makes your pot ginormous. This is a very quick way to get through your debt. And obviously that's ideal. You can also flick coins off the bumpers, which is to the sides of the app, to gain further multipliers. That's quite nice as well. In terms of design, it's a very well-designed application. As far as the arcade concept itself, we quite liked it. It's very addictive, and it is very fun, which is the point with these kinds of games, obviously. I am doing terribly. There we go. Of course, I just lost a lot for my pot as well, but hey. So we like the game's concept, we like the mechanics, the swiping. Occasionally the swiping can be kind of finicky. We hope that gets revised as the game progresses and has more updates. Likewise, we're a little concerned about the overall replay value, because this central mechanic, the swiping, does not change as the game progresses. The power-ups are nice, they do add quite a bit, and trying to get things off the bumper is a nice addition as well. Though, at the end of the day, we don't think it's enough to keep players forever and ever, in the same sense of like Angry Birds or something like that, where you can sit and play Angry Birds until the sun explodes. But we hope that gets ironed out eventually, and the developers have stated that they are working hard to ensure that the game is a lasting one, which we appreciate quite a bit. Other than that, the app's design is, of course, quite good. It's a very professional and very polished app, which is actually not something we get to say often in the arcade genre. Which is kind of unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So we appreciate the fact that Wealthy Hog is as well designed as it is. So very nice to the, or I guess a hat tip, to the developers on that. That's quite nice. Furthermore, the price is right. It is only $1, which is always a bargain. It's right in that evergreen sweet spot that we're always talking about, which is nice. So to sum all of that up, it's a good concept. It's got good graphics, and it is a fun game. So that means it gets a solid 4 out of 5 star rating from us. It is, of course, a value too, which is always good. If you want to give it a go and hope that future updates bring along more content, which they most undoubtedly will, then it's only $1 to get rolling on this train. That was very nice if I say so myself. So that's all we have to say about Wealthy Hog at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out, but we will see you guys later. Bye.